Hey y'all, welcome to Sydney's Little Corner. So if you are new here, welcome to my channel. To become my bestie, you can subscribe to my channel because I put out new videos every Friday and because why not? Today I am hitting you with a Drugstore Prom Edition, and so I went for a very soft and romantic makeup look. So I went for a very soft pink eye with a very glossy pink lip, and then a sun-kissed bronzer, and then a very soft blush, and then also a bam in your face highlight. So if you want to see how to achieve this look, then stay tuned. Alright, so I've already prepped my face by cleansing it, charging it, and then moisturizing it. And to cleanse my face, I always use my simple face scrub, and then to charge it, I use my MAC Mineralize Charge Water, and then to moisturize, I use my oil-free Neutrogena moisturizer. And so now what we will do is we will start on our eyes. Alright, so I know this is a drugstore makeup look, but I do have some high-end makeup items just because I couldn't really find the ones I really liked drugstore version. So I'm going to be using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion to prime my eyes. And what's important about priming your eyes is that you don't want your eye makeup to crease over the night whenever you are going from taking pictures to dinner and then to dancing the night away. You know, you don't want your work of art creasing through that whole experience. And then just to get a sharp and dramatic line, I'm just taking my Scotch tape. Alright, so for my eye makeup look, what I'm going to be using is the new Maybelline Blushed Nudes palette. And hold on, let me open this sucker up, grab my tweezers. And I want to go for a very soft, flirty, romantic pink eye, just because I think that looks so precious for prom, just because it's more on the natural side, but you can also glam it up by adding dramatic falsies and then also adding glitter if you want, just because it's prom and it's probably going to be your only prom, so you want to go big or go home. So I'm going to be taking my first transition shade, this very kind of dark pink, and I'm going to be putting that all over the eye. I'm now going to take my first crease color, which is this very light brown, and I'm just going to be popping that into the crease just to darken it up. And I'm just going to blend that out. And just to darken it up a little bit more, I'm taking a smaller crease brush in this darker brown. And I'm going to be mainly focusing on my outer V. And just to blend that out, I'm going to be taking my Real Technique brush just to buff it out. Alright, so now I'm going to be moving on to the lid, and just to intensify the pink just a little bit, I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and just putting just a little bit on the center. And then I'm just going to take my classic shader brush and just kind of blending that out just a little bit. Alright, so now I'm going to take my Fix Plus and my shader brush again and just spray that just a little bit. So after I just sprayed my brush with the Fix Plus, I'm going to be taking this very dainty pink. Extremely soft pink. And load up the brush and then just press onto your lid. And I'm just going to darken up the outer lid with this very kind of dark, dusty rose pink. Just to kind of create a ombre effect. And just to kind of blend them together, I'm just going to take the back side that's still clean and just kind of softly blend that out. And now just to define my crease just a little bit more, I'm going to be taking kind of this black with hints of pink in it. And just the tip, I'm just going to be taking that right into the outer V of your crease. Just to add a little bit more depth to your eye look. And then just to buff that out, I'm just going to take my Real Technique brush again. And then I'm just going to make sure everything looks nice and buffed out. This part is totally optional. You can totally just leave it here and then go to your eyeliner and eyelashes and things like that. But I'm just going to intensify the look just a little bit more, and I'm actually going to add this glitter, which is kind of like a pressed glitter, and it's silver, and it is the Wet n Wild Color Icon C353B Spiked, and it's just a glitter single. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking a small shader brush and just pressing onto that glitter. Actually, you might want to drag it. And then just kind of wipe just a little bit off on the back of your hand. And then you're just going to be pressing that onto your lid, just to add a little bit of sparkle. But I will warn you, this glitter does get everywhere. So, and it's totally safe for your eyes. And you know, what girl doesn't love glitter? My eyeliner, I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Infallible Super Slim, and I'm just going to keep it kind of simple. So I'm just going to do kind of a simple cat eye. So that looks pretty even to me. I ended up having to redo it like twice because today was just not my day for wing eyeliner for some reason. I just end up having those days sometimes, and today was just one of those days where my wings were like so. To prime my face, I got the Master Prime, and I got the Blur+Illuminate because for prom, homecoming, any kind of dance, or even wedding, I really love the finish of a kind of dewy, kind of matte with a lot of highlights. So that's why I got the Illuminate. And we will be priming our faces with that, and then we'll be jumping into the foundation. Wow, I added a lot of highlight, and it kind of made my skin look a little bit younger, and it's super smooth and smells great. Smells very floral. Now I'm just going to let that sit in my face just for a few minutes, so I'll be back. So for my foundation, I am using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, and the reason why I'm using this foundation is because it is matte, and not only does it look flawless on your skin, but it helps with the flashback, so that way whenever pictures are being taken, you know, it doesn't look super shiny in places that you don't want it to look shiny. So I'm just going to apply that to the back of my hand, and it is matte. It is 24 hour. It is a medium coverage, and it is airlight, and it does have oil control, which is nice. And I got this in 101 Classic Ivory because I am pale as a ghost, and hopefully this one doesn't oxidize because I've had a lot of problems running into new foundations that I find, and then they end up oxidizing, and then they end up being super, super dark. But so far it looks like it matches my skin, so we shall see. I've heard so many great comments on this foundation. Alright, and I'm just going to kind of blend that all together with my Damp Beauty blender. Alright, so this is my all-time favorite drugstore concealer. It is the Maybelline Master Conceal, and it is in 10 Fair. And you're going to be doing the upside down triangle. And the reason why I take my concealer all the way up to my wing eyeliner is just because I kind of clean it up just a little bit as I conceal. And that way, whenever you conceal, there's not like a weird gap in between your concealer and then your wing. We're just going to be concealing wherever I highlight, so we're going to do right at your top, kind of on your nose, and then on your chin. And then taking again my damn beauty blender and just blending that all out. And whenever you go directly under your eye, blending that in, always look up so you don't create any crease marks. And then whenever I do is I kind of form an edge with my beauty blender so I can get a sharp line whenever I'm trying to blend my concealer in right near my wing. Right, so after we have put our foundation on, our concealer on, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give that a quick spray for the NYX Dewy finish, just to kind of set it just a little bit. To set my under eyes, I already know this is not drugstore, but I couldn't really find anything and I didn't want to go to 10 million stores. So I'm just going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and I'm going to be taking Banana and then this kind of face kind of color, and I'm going to be blending those together. So taking those two and then looking up, I'm going to be putting that right under my under eye area to help with the creasing. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to powder my face just a little bit. And so I'm going to take the e.l.f. High Definition Powder just because I don't want my makeup slipping while you be dancing all night. Tell me about your prom experience, because I totally would love to hear about that. So while I'm just kind of powdering my face, I'll tell you a little bit about my prom experience. So I ended up going to 2 proms my senior year with one of my best guy friends that I had known since elementary school, and he ended up moving away just after elementary school, and he moved about 4 hours away from here, and we still kept in touch throughout the years after elementary school, and it was both senior year for us, and we both didn't have dates, so we're like, hey, why don't we go together? And so my prom was first, so he ended up driving over here because he knew quite a lot of people that, you know, I was going to school with, so it was like a cool like little reunion kind of thing for him. So we ended up going to prom first at my high school, and it was so much fun. I had this very, very pretty purple dress. I'll insert a picture right here, and that's me and Malachi, and I absolutely love my dress. I did like a very purple smoky eye with wavy curly hair, and at that time I ended up having to put extensions in because my hair was probably about a little bit lower than my shoulder, and so it was so much fun. And then we ended up going to his prom, so I ended up going with my mom, and we had this like fun little weekend, and so that night we went to his prom, and it was really fun. Of course, you know, it was a little bit smaller because my high school was gigantic. I mean, if any of you know Texas, you probably know this high school because it's huge. Yeah, we had a lot of fun at each other's proms. Like, I've never been the type to go to multiple proms. And, you know, it would have been awesome having 2 different dresses, but who has the time and who has the money for that? I was completely fine with just having one dress, which actually me and my mom got a super, super good deal on because we were super nitpicky about it because there was quite a few beads that were missing or, you know, taken off. So, and it ended up being on sale, so we ended up getting a super steal on that dress. I loved it. I ended up wearing these cute little heels that I ended up taking off at both the dances, which, I mean, who doesn't take their heels off while they dance? If you do, tell me down below. because you just deserve an award. If you wear your heels the entire night, you deserve an award. Alright, we're going to go in and contour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take again my contour kit. And I'm going to be taking this first brown. And it's a little bit lighter than the normal brown that I use. Just because I kind of want like a sun-kissed kind of look. Not too dramatic. And so, right above that little line, and just kind of bring it down and then kind of buff it out at the top. And then don't forget your ears. And then going to contour my temples. And then I'm just going to get my kabuki brush and just kind of buff all that out. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take kind of the same color bronzer. It's the Milani Bronzer XL. And you can actually use this bronzer. It's kind of the same. It kind of gives that sun-kissed look. But I'm just going to use that just for my jawline, chin, double chin area. Yeah, prom is a must. Don't miss it. Even if you don't have a date, you can go with your friends, because that's actually what I was going to do. I was going to go with some girlfriends of mine, but then I ended up asking one of my best guy friends and Malachi, and so we ended up going together. And we ended up having a lot of fun. And even if you're a terrible dancer, who cares? It's prom. Everyone's terrible at dancing. You can stick to the classics, like, you know, the grocery, you know, like the mom picks a grocery and puts it in her bag, or, you know, this dance move, or, oh, the Macarena, that's always fun. And I know there's this new dance move, I call it the sneeze in the sleeve, or even the cough in the sleeve. I know it's called the dab, but I call it the cough in the sleeve because it looks like you're about to cough in your sleeve. I embarrass my sister every single time I bring that up. I wonder if the Soldier Boy one is still popular. Like this video if you're a terrible dancer. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some blush on. So I'm going to use the Milani Tea Rose. And it's this super pretty pink, super light, super fresh. And I just think it's super gorge. And just kind of right above that contour. You know, you can put a little bit on the apples of your cheeks, but I kind of want to stick more right above that contour. We are going to highlight, so I'm going to take my the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the brush with the NYX Dewy Finish, just to intensify that highlight just a little bit. And then right above your blush. Ooh, you see that? Ka-chow! This is the first time I'm using this highlighter, and I do like it because it is baked, but I feel like it's kind of hard to get the product off a little bit, so that's why I'm kind of liking spraying it first. Alright, now we're going to highlight up our forehead, tip of our nose, and then Cupid's bow, and then chin. Alright, so after we highlighted, I kind of want to add a little bit more highlight. So I'm going to take my Becca Moonstone and just spray my brush again. Just because I want to go for a very dramatic highlight. I mean, you want to be glowing to where space sees you. I mean, just look at that. Super, super gorge. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to jump up back to our eyes. I'm going to line my eyes with the Urban Decay 24/7 Velvet. I'm just going to do a little bit on the bottom lash line, just a little bit on the corner. For the rest of my bottom waterline, I'm going to take the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and just line my water eye, just to make my eyes appear a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. And one of my subscribers asked me to do a eyebrow tutorial, so I'm just going to do a mini one. And what I do is I take my, okay, so it comes with, I'm pretty sure it comes with the brush, but what I do is I kind of put the brush directly in the pomade, and I kind of do little strokes. And then what I do, so it's not so harsh, is I take the lid and I kind of rub it off the product just a little bit, just so there's not so much product. And then what I do is I start from the right at the beginning of your eyebrow, draw a straight line to where your arch is, and then that's one line. And then the second line is from your arch down to your tail. Your third line is from right at the top of your arch down to your tail. And then your fourth line is from the beginning to your arch. And then what I like to do, and that's direct, I put the brush directly to my face, and then I grab a little bit more product and I kind of just use the flat side and just kind of brush it through. And you want to do kind of light strokes. So in order to do light strokes, you hold the brush at the end instead of holding it so like a pencil so close, because if you hold it closer, then the more product will be applied to your eyebrow. So that way, in order to create lighter strokes, I pretty much hold it right at the end. Alright, so that was just one dip. And I only applied that to my brush once. And then I like to take the spoolie and just kind of brush through. Because for your brows, you want to go light to dark. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to kind of clean up my line just a little bit, kind of just diffuse it. So I just kind of go back and forth with the big fluffy brush. Where is it? I like to take my Quick Set Brow Gel, Speed Brow by Benefit, and just kind of brush through and kind of upward motions, just so your product can stay on the whole entire day, night, dance. And that way it kind of softens them just a little bit more. But that is the finished eyebrow, and you can tell that it is nice and full, and they definitely do need to be filled in because they're just so sparse and extremely light, and they just do not match my hair color at all. So I try to pick a hair color for my eyebrows that kind of match my natural hair color, at least close enough. So, because I do dye my hair quite a lot. Let's kind of touch up our eyeshadow just a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit more highlight to my brow bone and then to my inner corner. So I'm taking the Maybelline Blush Nudes, and I'm going to be taking this very white with my Morphe E18, and I'm going to be applying that right below my brow bone and then right in the inner corner, and then just blending that out. I think I'm going to darken out my crease just a little bit more. I'm going to take that crease brush, it's the BH Cosmetics 105, and I'm going to be taking that dark brown right there again and just kind of pat on my crease. I'm going to buff that out with my Real Techniques brush. And that looks a little bit better because I had some of the lighter lid shade kind of transfer to the top just because it was very light pink, and I don't want that. I want my crease to be dark. Alright, so for under my lash line, I'm going to take this kind of light brown with my e.l.f. smudge brush, and I'm just going to apply that right under my lower lash line. Right now I'm going to apply the Falsies Push-Up Drama by Maybelline, and I'm just going to coat my lashes just once. And you could totally just keep it just with, you know, your normal lashes, because this is one of my new favorite mascaras. But I'll show you how to remove that in just a second. What you do is you let it completely dry, and then you get a Q-tip and you just flick it off. I am quite messy when it comes to mascaras and then lips. Alright, so now to apply my falsies, I'm going to use the Ardell Glamour Wispies, and with that I'm going to take my House of Lashes lash glue. There is an Ardell one, drugstore one, but I don't know, I just don't like the smell of it, so I'm just going to use this one. So I'm applying falsies, you know, you just put one quick coat of your mascara, and then you take off your eyelash, and I typically put it with a tweezer, and then you take your eyelash glue and put a thin strip of glue on right on top, and then you wait for it to turn blue, and I have the hiccups, so I apologize. Or in this case, blue-green. And then I kind of tip my eyelashes, and then I apply it right in the center, and then right in the inner corner, and then right on the outer corner. And it's okay if it takes you a couple tries, because, you know, eyelashes are kind of a enemy at first, but once you get the hang of it, you know, you'll be totally used to applying falsies. Alright, so now I'm going to line my lips with the NYX 810 in Natural. Alright, so for my lip color, I'm going to take Milani in 62 Matte Blissful, and it is this very pink, very light, dusty rose pink, and I'm just going to apply that on the lip. I'm going to use a lip gloss. Like I said in my last video, I'm not a huge fan of lip glosses just because I used to wear them all the time as a kid. Definitely the Lip Smacker ones, lip glosses. But I kind of want to add a little bit more glamour to this prom makeup look. So I'm going to be taking the Milani Brilliant Shine Lip Gloss. And what color is it in? It's just luminous. It's super pretty. It's clear, and it kind of just gives like a glittery kind of texture. Alright, so now just to finish off the look, I'm going to take that NYX Dewy Finish and just spray my face with it. And I usually do an X and then a T. Alright, so now that we are all done with our glamorous, dewy, matte, very soft, flirty, romantic makeup look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a quick little hair tutorial. I'm just going to curl my hair for you because I just think it'll look super pretty. I mean, because you could totally keep it straight, but I don't know, I just feel like, you know, going with this glamorous look, you should totally curl it. Alright, so for my hair, what I use is the Numi Titan 3, and I use the 32 barrel because I really, don't worry, it's not hot yet so I can touch it. So I use the 32 barrel, And it also comes with the 19, which is a small skinny kind of curl waves. And then it comes with the 25 millimeter, which is kind of a little bit thicker, but I love the 32 because it kind of gives more beach wave and it looks better with my long thick hair. So I'm going to let that heat up, and I just kind of go on the highest setting, which is 390, because why not? Alright, so I took a shower today, so you're welcome. You can't smell my stench over there. Just kidding, I shower every day. So this is newly washed hair, and what I did was I applied my heat protecting spray, which is a Tresemme Keratin Smooth Controls Frizz for up to 48 hours, flat iron smoothing spray, which is almost out. And then just to add a little bit of volume to my hair, I use the Not Your Mother's Plump for Joy Thickening Hair Lift for fine/thin hair. And I do kind of have fine hair kind of towards the bottom. And then I applied just a little bit of a quick little hair mask, the Renewing Plus Argan Oil of Morocco, the Intense Moisturizing Treatment. And I absolutely love this. So after I get the shower, what I do is I just take a little bit and I just mostly apply it to the ends of my hair, and then I just kind of let it sit just for a little bit. And then what I do is I just kind of wash out the, like the lower part of my, split ends. And then I just put my hair up in a towel, little dry thing. And then what I do is I let it towel dry for a little bit, and then I blow dry it. So while this is heating up, I'm going to get my hair ready to be curled. So I just kind of part it. I get my thumbs and I go right above my ear. And the sun finally came out at 5 p.m. Just look at that. And I just kind of put my top layer in kind of like a little bun. Oh, no, it went away. And then I just kind of pin it. Super cool. Alright, so after I put my hair up, or at least the top half, because I don't like to work in big chunks, I also just grab my Tresemme Extra Firm Control. It's the 4 hairspray, just because you're going to be probably outside taking pictures, and then dinner, and then prom, which, you'll be dancing a lot, so you want your hair to stay, even if, half do, or up do, or just fully down. So, you want it to stay, and definitely in Texas. Alright, so what I'm going to do is whenever I curl my hair, I just take about an inch kind of strip, and I usually start from this side and then I go down. So my curling iron should be nice, and I've never curled my hair on camera, so I'm sorry if it doesn't turn out great. And my hair is kind of long, so we'll see. So the first curl, I kind of do it loose, and I do it backwards, if that makes sense. And then I let it stay about 10 seconds, so 1 Mississippi, and I just kind of let it drop, and then it creates this cute little curl. And then I take my second strip, and then what I do is I go forward, so I curl it forward. Next curl, we're going backwards. You always want to randomize it, just because you don't want the same curl, just because they'll just kind of get stuck together. So we're going backwards. This does come with a glove, and I would advise you wearing it because you will burn the living out of your hands. What I like to do is I just kind of like to hairspray it just a little bit. And then I just kind of push them to the back. And then now for the other side. And remember, you want to go between backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. And since it's newly fresh hair, if you kind of want to add a little bit of texture in before, that way your curls don't drop during the night, is add a little bit of shampoo, or not shampoo, dry shampoo and hairspray on your hairbrush and just kind of brush through. So that way it gives a little bit of grab whenever you are curling your hair. Just a little hairspray. Just a little hairspray. Not too much, you know. You kind of want it to hold till next year. Ah, super pretty. Right now for the top layer. Whoop. That's nice. Just getting stuck. Just kind of split it right down the middle. And just kind of keep one side down and then just kind of pin the other side. I think what I'm going to do for my curls is I'm actually going to keep my part down the middle just because I think it's super cute. So start with your bangs if you have any. My arms get always tired after holding up the curling iron. Hashtag lazy problems. Hashtag never work out. Alright, and you know me. Just a little bit of hairspray. And then just kind of bring them to the middle. To the middle. And then what I like to do is I kind of like to bring the bang curl kind of to the back. And I'll just show you kind of cute little things that you can do with your curled hair down. So what you can do is you can just keep it just like this down the middle, or what you can do is you can kind of part it to the side, twist it just a little bit, or what you can do is you can part it down the middle again, and then take kind of your bang area and kind of just twist it just a little bit to the back. Twist it to the back and then kind of form it, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take these little cute like little clippies that are, you know, have like little rhinestones, and just pin them to the back, and then take the other side and then twist to the back again. That way it creates this cute, like your bangs are kind of up. And let me try to show you the back. I don't know if you can see that, but they're kind of pinned to the back. So that way it creates a braid crown. And then another option you have, if you don't want to do that, since this look is super glamorous, you know, I do want to add a little bit of jewels to my hair. And kind of glam up my hair a little bit, so it's just kind of this band. And so what you can do is you can just kind of put your hair down the middle, and kind of put the bangs back, take your jewels, and you could totally, you know, keep it like that. I don't really like that personally. Too Coachella for me. So I just kind of like having my hair kind of all the way back, and then pushing it right above to kind of give me like a little poof, and then I just kind of take out some curls right by my ears. And you might need to recurl this, but, and then I just like kind of pulling my hair out. So that way you can kind of have this cute like little headband to where it adds a little bit of glam, but you still have your curls. And you know, your hair is kind of out of your face, but not too much out of your face, and it looks super pretty for pictures. I really love it. And then, you know, even with this, you can do a If you want to do kind of like a side do, just kind of twist your hair a little bit. And then just kind of pin it like in a little roll to your side, and that's really cute. Or I'm just trying to show you little things that you can do. Or what you can do is you can just, you know, do a cute like little ponytail. And that would be cute. But it just depends on kind of the where your dress comes to, because like I have like a high collar dress on, so with a high collar dress on it would look super pretty for an updo or half do. But if it's kind of like a v-neck or like a low cut, I really think that having your hair down looks super pretty. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed my drugstore edition for prom. And if you want to see any more drugstore editions, please let me know down in the comments below, because I would totally love to start this new segment for, you know, drugstore makeup looks. And today was prom edition, and I am totally loving it. It is super soft, romantic, and illuminating, and not only will it blind your date, but it will blind probably the DJ, and so be cautious. And if you have any future video suggestions, please leave those down in the comments below, and you can tag me on Instagram at Sydney's Little Corner, and I would just love to see those Instagram posts of your prom dress and your prom makeup, just because it's going to be super pretty and it's just going to be a memorable night, and it's just so much fun for prom. And I shall see y'all next Friday. Bye! Hey y'all, so today on my channel we are going to be doing a lip swatch video of my current collection of